it is time to give the cast their flowers. Welcome to Corinne Amare's award show. The award being a shout out from me. First category, we have most entertaining. For the women, this was actually difficult because I feel like the women really carried this season. So many of them offered something different to the show that kept us watching. But at the end of the day, I have to say, no one carried quite like Juliette. Juliette, do me a favor. Go on and get your back checked, honey, because you carried this season. Every time she was on the scene, something was happening, okay? She was only away from the show for what, an episode or two? I missed her for every minute she was gone. She's really the agitator that the show needed. She brought the mess, she brought the tea, but she still kept it light and fun. And for that, she wins the women's most entertaining. Now for the men, I have to give it to our favorite two men. Louis and Ali were a lot of things, but you cannot say that they weren't funny. As much as Ali was making me mad, you can't help but to laugh at him. These men kept a smile on everybody's faces. They definitely made what would have been boring moments fun. And I feel like a lot of the men this season weren't really that entertaining. So they were really like the life of the party every time they were around. Now for the next category, we have best dressed. For the women, this was really not much of a competition. They showed up, they showed out. Unfortunately for most, there was one where no matter what this woman puts on, it's going to look editorial. It's going to give high fashion. She could wear a trash bag and it would still be AD. When AD did that walk into the room with that swimsuit on, my God, if she didn't wear nothing else that whole trip, she'd have had it from there. I personally would not have complained. Anything this woman touches looks good. AD, if you don't have a bag for your fashion at this point, she needs a line, or her own clothing line or something. And can we get the fitness routine? We too would like to look good in every dress that we pick up. And they're also nice dresses. You got to give it to her. AD knows how to dress. She knows how to pull a look together. I love the hair. And as we all know, the body goes crazy. AD, we are forever waiting for you to drop a workout routine. I'm sure that it requires a lot of commitment, probably a lot of hard work, maybe a diet too. But you can keep that diet though, because I'm in Houston. Honestly, I don't think that's going to work out for me. But if you could drop the workout routine, that would be wonderful, as well as the links to everything you put on. Thank you. There was one guy that was just Mr. Put It On every time you saw him. And for me, that's going to be Louis. That's going to be Louis. You can't tell me that he had a miss all season, and that deserves shine. Next category, biggest diva. For the girls, unanimous decision. I loved watching you on the screen. Girl, you had us cracking up when you ate that churro as slow as you did while that man was gagging. If anybody coasted this season and just got to enjoy a vacation in the villa, it was Sandy. I admire your work, Sandy. I love the way you showed up and no one stressed you out the entire season. You did exactly what you wanted to do and nothing more. What a woman. But if there's anyone that was truly going to get their way and not entertain anything less, then we already know that would be no other than Mr. Dan. Daniel might have acted up, and he was constantly embarrassed by Lucy's shenanigans. But at the end of the day, the man just has a very high bar. And in Daniel's world, who's really worthy? One thing he did was whatever he wanted. The man was a menace. He was causing messes left, right, and center. But you better not cause no mess around him. And the whole season, we let that work. That is diva behavior. I'm impressed. Now it's time to choose a favorite freak of the week. For the girls, this wasn't hard for me. There was one girl who was really like letting us know. She was telling us her name. And if you don't know, that is the pretty girl herself, Alex. I don't know how many times Alex needed to remind us that she was down. Was it when she said that she was willing to get the party popping with her husband and a +1? Was it when she was in that 3-way kiss? Was it when she said, I'm coming in this house? Like, Alex brought the heat that the show required. You kept it spicy, and I appreciate you for that. Now, as for the men, so I'm gonna need y'all help a little bit when it comes to the men because they were all on the show cutting up. They all acted like the freak of the week, everybody except Freddie. Oh, and you know what? Not Clayton either. Everybody help me out. If left up to me, I'm gonna just say that all the men were the freak of the week. All the men can share that award. They definitely understood that part of the assignment. For this next category, I really want to talk about the cutie patooties. I don't just mean the aesthetic, I mean like the personality. When I think of these people, I wonder, what are you doing here? I gasp for your innocence. On the girl side is definitely going to be Rachel. Now, I will admit, I've never seen The Bachelor or The Bachelorette in any capacity, but I just feel like it had to be a far fall from grace to go from The Bachelor to Perfect Match. I'm like, oh, what's going on here? And by the end, I was still like, oh, what's going on here? I'm glad that she did branch out though, because I enjoyed watching her. And now I have a little interest in The Bachelor. I don't know, should I watch it? Now, I could just be forgetting, but I really don't recall too many messy moments for Freddie. Like when I think of him, I just think of like a nice guy. It's just a cutie patootie, you know? Like, what are you doing here? I felt like this show was like for the boys that mean you no good. And look at him. Just a nice guy. I'm going to need your help for the last one. Our last category is most iconic. We need the male and the female winner of most iconic. I feel like there were a lot of moments that were very iconic. From Scott walking out when Juliet played in his face. From AD's re-entrance into the villa. That slow walk, chef's kiss. Olivia's good bit, good 2 words that she put in at the end of the season. Daniel acting a plum fool and then rizzing his way back in with Lucy. Like, there are just many moments where an icon was born, but I need help deciding whose moments were the most iconic.